How we doing? It's Mailman Nick. Follow me on Instagram at Nick Venti. If you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up. Don't treat me like a 204B over here. And obviously, these are my own thoughts and opinions. I will not speak on behalf, of the Postal Service. So, this video is about, I'm always talking about hours. I'm always talking about making money. That is my priority right now. My priority is to provide for me, my future family. Uh, you know, there's some news that I'll be releasing, eventually. But I'm here to make money. I'm here to pay for my mortgage. I don't like wondering when my next meal, if I'm gonna be able to afford my next meal. Like, that shit stresses me out. When I was younger, I did that. I'm like, oh, I gotta, I don't eat can of chicken noodle soup and that's it. Like, that's not. I I love food. I love being able to just go to the grocery store and buy food. That is a luxury for me. I grew up, I liked eating. If I have enough money to eat, I am happy. If I have enough money to pay for my mortgage, I'm happy. This video is not for, I'm not saying this, this is just my experience. This is what I need to do. Other people's experiences are different. Some people have rich family members. Some people, live in a very low cost of living area. Some people, uh, you know, have certain situations where they don't need money. For me, I need money. Nothing is being handed to me. I have to work 60 hours a week. For me, it is a necessity. That's why I go on these videos and talk about let's get this money, because I need the money. I need to pay for my mortgage. I need to pay for my brand new car. I need to pay for my fun experiences, going out, eating, going out to nice restaurants, going to sporting events, going to, see comedians. I like doing fun things, and that all costs money. I can't just, work. If I work, and I understand, I want more pay. With this contract, I want more pay. 100%. We need more pay. But right now, I can't control that right now. I can't control that. So what I do, I work as much overtime as possible. For the past 4 years, other than my vacations, and maybe I can count on one hand how many less than 50 hours a weeks that I've worked. It's been 55 to 60 hours almost every single week for the past 4 years. I don't want to have to do that. I know I joke and stuff. Well, it's not really joking, but like, let's get this money. Let's grind. Let's work as much as we can. The reason for that is so I could live. I could afford to do the things that I want to do. If I was working only 40 hours at the post office, I'd find 20 hours of work at another job. This economy, I have thought about moving. I live 20 minutes from Indiana, the border, Northwest Indiana. The gas, everything is cheaper out there, but it's far from the city, far from Chicago. I don't want to move out there, but move. Gas has gone up, groceries have gone up, inflation right now is insane. The economy is so bad right now. Hopefully it changes soon. Hopefully, let's all pray. Let's all pray it changes soon. But we got to do what we got to do in this economy, and that's working for me. That's working 60 hours a week. Other people are in different financial situations. There's some people who don't have to worry about money, and I envy you guys. Nobody's gonna be paying my bills. Nobody is paying my bills. I am paying for my mortgage, my brand new car, everything that I like to do is being paid for by the post office, by this overtime. That it's a necessity for me. Some people, because people look at me like I'm crazy, and I am a little bit, but I have certain goals, I have certain priorities. Would I love to have less time working and more time doing other stuff? Absolutely. But until I'm able to afford that, I can't do it. I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder. I need to make money. I If I wasn't making any money, like when I was fighting, I wasn't making money. I as a man, you have to be financially secure. You have to do what you have to do to put food on the table. I firmly believe that. some people say, the post office pays too little at first. It does. You got to rely on the overtime. I never said it didn't. You got to work the overtime. If I was working at the post office and they gave me 40 hours or less a week, I wouldn't have stayed here. I would have really grinded hard for, getting a job at the Metro or the CTA or a Chicago City job or a police officer. A lot of that stuff I would have pursued a lot harder if the post office wasn't giving me these hours. So I got to work these 60 hours at the post office a week until I get to the top pay. It is a long time. I hope it lessens. I hope it does. But right now, I got to control what I can control, and that's making money. And if I got to work 60 hours, I just signed the overtime list for this final quarter. I have to work those hours to afford the stuff, to afford everything that I have and will get. That's what I got to do. So I'm living in a I'm very blessed. I have a roof over my head. I'm not worried about my next meal. I'm not. And that's from working all the time. And I know, and someone was commenting on my other videos saying the medical bills and the time wasted is not worth it. For them, it probably is, and I 100% understand that, because when I'm out there in the dark, I'm like, dang, why am I doing this? But then you remind yourself, oh yeah, because I want a roof over my head. I want, I want nice things. You want to provide for your family. That's the stuff you think about. That's the stuff you think about. So as a man, you got to do what you got to do to provide and to be financially secure. I firmly believe that. So do I want to work 60 hours every single week if I don't have to? No, that's stupid. I I do like to work as far as like having a purpose and doing something, but do I want to work all these hours? No. But right now I gotta do it. I gotta do it. So, 60 hours sometimes isn't, you know, it's not appealing. It's not appealing. I make these videos. I'll come on. After a 12-hour day, I'll throw on the camera and be like, I worked 12 hours. I did this and this to show people that this job is not easy. Someone messaged me saying like, I'm so excited, and then they were just like, I quit that day because they thought that I made it seem like it was like a cupcake, a cakewalk. It's not. It's not. And if you don't like the post office, find something that will pay your bills and work around your schedule. Because right now I need to afford things. I can't, in this economy. If the economy does get better, it'll be very nice. But right now I'm expecting that the economy is just going to keep going in this direction, depending on the election, I think. So it's going to keep going in this direction, and hopefully things get better, but I'm always prepared for the worst, always. I try to keep a savings in my savings account. I try to have extra money. I try to, live in my means. People tell me not to survive off the overtime, or not rely on the overtime, but I have to. To live where I live, I have to, or else I'm going to be, 15 minutes north, or somewhere in a bad neighborhood. I don't want to do that. I'll pay a little bit more. My property taxes are really high here, but I'm in a nice area. People in my condo building, they bring my package up to my door. I don't gotta really worry about anything dangerous out here. I pay the extra money to afford to live out here. I'm 3 minutes away from work, so I know working 60 hours is not ideal. It's not ideal. But when we were cavemen, when we were, when back in the day, some people did things that they didn't really want to do, but they had to do. Go out and go hunt. Like, I'm sure the people didn't want to have to do that, but, it was the circumstances they were dealt with. But if you don't like the post office, go somewhere else. If you have a hustle, focus on being the best hustler you could be. That's it. So I'm all about making money over here. I'm not just about the post office. I got plenty of people who do a lot of different jobs that follow me. This is a hustler channel. This is a grinding channel. I do give people advice about the post office, but I also give people insight on what I deal with every day, what I'm doing, as far as my grind. And I do film a little bit of my personal life in here because this is my life as a mailman. That's it. And thank you guys for being a part of it. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate the support. I'm watching football right now. The Bears lost. They suck. So bear down, literally. Bears down. Suck every year. So thank you guys all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.